Welcome to the 14th of June already in the year of the 2025. Welcome to the circus. I am your host, Phoenix Electra, and there's a Loki, Free Fruifers, and there's a Sleeper, and yeah. But hello and welcome. I'm going to pop this out because I'm not. Oh, I forgot to do. No, just put this away. Okay, let's see here. I see you. You are being super slow. Let's try this again. I think, are we back yet? Are we back yet? Do 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 do. I need so are. All right. Oh, right. Haha. There's people actually. Hello. Welcome to the disaster that's the circus. My internet, my computer. I don't. I'm not grumpy. You're grumpy. I'm fine. Hello. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. My internet, my computer. I don't know. Something is being. So, something is being. Okay. So let's warm up with some satin stitches because it is Saturday, and on Saturdays are for art stitching. So replace SO with a SEW and let's stitch it up. Oh, stop. Okay. Oh, yo. Straight lines we sew. Oh, yo. Straight lines we sew. As our guidelines. once warm-up stitching once we warm up, I've got some flowers. Let's make some little flower earrings on the water-soluble stabilizer. I'm just going to play because it's my show and I'll sew what I want to. I stitch. It's not 100% unlike. Look I did this. I could move a needle through a piece of something a million times. I have tenacity and I like sharp pokey things. Alright, well, that one over like a lead Hindenburg. Okay. Off to the satin stitches. Oh, I heard sneezes. Oh yeah, I need to move these lights down. We need to move this whole section down just a wee bit. But that will be for the later times. Alright, satin stitch. Let's practice sitting up straight, smiling, and being very loose, but listening. And I'm listening for the sound that states that that the needle and the bobbin thread are working together and they're actually going to make a stitch, because they make no sound when they're not stitching. It sounds different. See if you can you hear it? So can you hear it? Ah, yes, the great finger in front of the camera move. But here's our stitches. I'll cut it when we get to the end so we can have a close-up, but I'm just using my left index finger to add a little bit of pressure to the fabric because there's no feed dog attached, and the right hand primarily is moving the hoop. I am less terrible than the last time we did this. Hello, chat. I know everybody's quiet. Everybody thinks that Tinder tooks are still. We've got some old eyelets, some eyelets we stitched many moons ago. So I thought it would be fun to have a then versus now moment because the other motifs on here are pumpkins, so I'm guessing most current past. Oh, that was some verbose language. Okay, well, Edie, we're a little stuck. So let's inspect the back while we're here. Oops. And let me just clean the schmooze out. Because when I should have checked earlier, when the stitch doesn't catch, it's more likely to leave a mess around the bobbin mechanism because the thread just gets looped around errantly. Okay, here's the front. And the reverse. A little furry, but we've done way worse. We have stitched more shittily. Okay. Let's do another row and we'll do a couple eyelets, then we'll get into something a little more fancy. Oops. I have here sketched a flower motif, and I thought it would be fun to have an open work petal next to a colorful filled petal and so on. Oh, there was that technique, that embroidery that was the small rows of the satin stitch all on top of each other. Let's do that. Should we do white on white maybe? Or do we want our... Is it blue? Are we feeling blue? Should we stitch a blue flower? We'll figure it out. We don't need to know yet. The yard boys been hard at work. Silly landscaper people did this 2 minutes of nothing basically. Weed whacking in the back 40. So, new piece of kit acquired, and I probably shouldn't put so many magnetic things right next to my computer. I'm loving how we're plugged in. I should be hardwired in. It's not. The internet, the Wi-Fi is being a pooper dupers. And I'm like, is it just my device? Is it... We're stuck on the bottom here. right, Phoenix. Take a deep breath, a bigger smile, and begin stitching. Oh, I think I also I think the fabric is not on the green, it's on the bias, so it's pulling extra. And is it not quite taut enough? I'm just taut and everything. Actually, when I do that, I don't like to have the needle engaged because it places tension on the needle, and we don't need it cockamamie before we start stitching, because that can mean we should fire up the broken needle counter. Well, it's kind of chilly out there, which is nice because it's sunny and manual labor is being had. And there we go. Wow. Oh, as soon as I think I'm going to say we're not doing the worst stitches ever, and then I miss a stitch. Oh, it's also, I'm a little off in my timing of moving the hoop. Okay, let's refocus. Stop being a goofball, Phoenix. But if I'm not a goofball here, I don't know where to get it out. There we go. Okay. After 6 months of starting the Singer instruction. Hello, William. Oh, good job. You're staying home today. You went to the dispensary, stocked up. Now you're trying to figure out what kind of pizza you want. That is a good plan. Hello. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable plan. Oh, God. Yeah, me too. I was like, I'm not leaving the house today. The Goodwill new color doesn't start till tomorrow, so I'm good. Yeah, it's a disaster trying to decide which fabric to make the next jacket out of. Oh, I did so much pressing yesterday. Everybody would be so proud of me. I've got the ironing board opened up again already because I know I'm going to need to do more pressing. But, oh, it's too bad Jess isn't. I found some rolls of receipt tape, and I've been seeing how all those quilters take this, and so they're itty bittiest scraps and do stuff. I'm like, this is going to take forever, but because why have one chaotic patchworked piece garment when I can have multiples? Loki, there's no snacks yet. It's Loki. There's way not enough fannies and seats for it to be snacky time. We're chit chatting with chat, and we're sewing satin stitches. I know. And if we get bored, we can do some preps block sewing for tomorrow. Or we can work on the quilt because those strips also got pressed so they can be attached together, then attached to the larger piece, and then it's time to pin all the layers together. I hope that my box of safety pins is not terrible. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it was cheap. I paid like $1.20 for 6 rolls. Yeah, because they just use the tape as a foundation, and then you just fold and stitch and finger press. I'm like, I can do that. So a whole bunch of these attached together for whatever I decide I'm gonna, whatever happened. Phoenix. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm enjoying not seeing little things go to waste until they're so small. But that's when they go into the smaller piece scrap project. But I just realized I have enough of the 4-inch blocks cut. Hello, Relax. Welcome. I hope you're doing good. I'm hiding in the house today. I'm hiding around home today because I can't. I don't. Not leaving the house. And there's a possibility that Oreo in the not too distant future will be called Skady. She looks almost exactly like Freya, except she's got this little white mark on her chinny chin. I think she's a girl. We were feeding her yesterday, and I think I got a close enough look, and I'm like, no, I don't see you're packing anything, but I could be wrong, so I need to double check. The world is crazy. Yeah, that one. I'm not. Who's gonna infight who? The Democrat state level representatives in Wisconsin who were shot in their part. It was 2 representatives and family members were shot. The woman died this morning, and fuck me. And anybody who says that, oh, there was no warning that stuff with Israel was going to pop off, wasn't. There were channels. Something was going to happen, and we knew it in February, March, with all of the air assets being mobilized to Diego Garcia. And then earlier in the week, non-essential diplomat families were ordered out, and then the next day the diplomats in embassies in that region hightailed it out of there also. So no, this was not. Yeah, we needed dinosaurs. Am I talking really pressed and stressed and anxiously? Oh, fuck me. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to do relaxed. I needed to make art. I needed to do something. Well, we always do art on Saturday, so that's not saying much. But yeah, it's not a time to get lost in the feelings. It's a time to be extra level headed and to think clearly and assess situations. Just be extra assessful. 'Cause- oh, man. Do I have a picture that's not gonna share too much of my hood of this new cat? Do I need to show off new cat pictures? Oh, this. Okay, let's do it this one. So, she's getting crate trained outside because I don't really have quite a spot to quarantine her. So this is her this morning sleeping. She doesn't take her food in her crate yet. I set it outside. But she's sleeping next to her crate. Hey Loki, I need a few more fannies and seats at the chat. And then when it's so right. Lieutenant Colonel, why'd you have to tell me about Pawns in the Game by William Guy Carr? Because that book, written in the 60s, but no, 50, 60s by a Canadian, regardless, nonfiction, horrifying. It 300 years of machinations and the timing of things with Flag Day, the birthday stuff, the ice things this weekend, Israel popping off this week. Like, it's so is are Northern and is Ireland gonna come together? Is the IRA gonna make friends? Or make is it going to be a situation of the enemy of my enemy? No, they're not going to make friends with the grooming gangs. But is Ireland going to have something that makes Ireland great again while they kick out horrible humans? Wow, I am sorry. This is not the stitch and bitch, but Loki's not letting me stitch, and it's my channel, and I'll complain if I want to. And this is how we grow and become awesome creators after 3 years. And we're so slow because people think, I don't like sewing. I don't know what's going on. That will never interest me. And they don't understand the joys of antique sewing machines. I was finally able to clear the number plate off enough to think that I liberated the serial number because I thought I'd had it earlier and I typed it into the database for model year to serial number correlations, and the one I had guessed earlier was like from the 1870s. So I'm like, probably not, because I know for a fact this model wasn't manufactured back then. So I tried again and came back with 1899, which does make sense. And I'm going to go with that one for now, unless I learned something that says no.
99% finished at 12 o'clock. An
Great.
hour before.
Good.
It'll be a lot of time.
Right, you only got you got half an hour more.
And then I looked over.
Yeah.
As I'm going under these bushes.
And you see a whole bunch more?
No, I saw a little Skatey May.
Skatey May.
Little Skatey May, not 10 feet away from me, just watching.
No, Jesus.
think she wanted water.
No, I didn't get her water dish when she got out her food. Oh, it's because I've got snacks in my pouch. Loki, is Loki gonna like break into my pouch? Can we be funny? All right, this is the last time. Or there's footage in the catalog of little man chomping through my hand to get to the snack pouch. Ugh. Loki, I keep seeing there can do voice commands for Eclipse GG. It's just I refuse to use Discord, so give me an alternative, folks. What's easy that can what can I use what could I run as a browser app in the background that's voice activated that says just clip, start clip, end clip. Or just clip Okay. Oh, okay. Let me just wind up my spool of Threadgrifter. Loki had his time. All right. Stop saying all right. You've got a bigger lexicon than that, kid. Don't sound.
No, pardon me. It's not Skatey May. It's Skatey Did.
Skatey did right, because Katie May, Hecate May was her own cat. Is she? Can I don't see her. Ugh. It was so cute when she was just. And then she got up and stood on top of her crate and. She came over and somebody got pets, and then I tried to scooch over, and all I do is get scared at. And she has the most adorable baby cat hiss. It's this is it. All right. Oh,
Isn't it that she make a little sound?
It's so. Oh God, she doesn't even know her. She doesn't know how to hiss. It's so sick. Oh. All right. Oh, I've got tea. Let's have a sip of tea and just for good measure, let's do one more row of satin stitching. We'll use our favorite pointy snips to poke some eyelets and stitch them, because then we can have eyelets from 6 through 8 months ago versus almost, yeah. Oh, hey, dude. Baby cat hiss is funny. It is really funny. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, guess how old. I think we've seen her out and about for about 6 weeks now, and she's not itty bitty, but not too big. So I'm gonna go like 4 to 6 months range of how old I think she is. Old enough that she needs to move in off the street and or go in for the big snip quickly, because we can't have 4 and kittens, or not everybody's going to be able to have a home. But yeah, it's this pathetic, like, I think I'm supposed to be upset, but I'll come on over. She's spitting image of Freya Frufers practically. There's so few differences, just like a white splooch here, a tiny black patch there. Alright, boy. Oh, do you guys really want snacks? Well, let's wait 5 more minutes and see if we can get a few more, because, you know, we do try to have a minimum of at least 10 seats filled so that cats can have snacks. And we are not there yet. So if you want to see cats having snacks, open up your other. No, never. Phoenix. Yeah, that all the craziness. Everything's batshit bonkers. No, cats can't go out because yesterday, 2 nights ago. It doesn't matter. Oh, 2 nights ago, we'd given her food in a more open area, and then I accidentally left the fence open, and she tottered on in. And then what was I gonna do after that? I just she invited herself. She was like, I think I want to move in here. And I was like, that's cool. This last row of satin stitches was kind of fluffy. So for eyelets, I'm going to carefully, without stabbing myself or the table, would take my pokey part and stab the fabric with it, rotate it around to make sure it's nice and open. And we'll take a row of stitches around, 2 rows of stitches around the hole, and then we'll satin stitch around that, and huzzah, eyelet stitched. Oh. I know, Loki, you tell them you want it right meow. Oh, no, they're all thinking they're going to go out, but the fence is open. Okay. I'm trying to be close to the puncture I made, but not too close. Oh, Phoenix, sit up straight and close your mouth. You've had enough open mouth shots for one show. This is a... Oh, Phoenix. I need a place. The Panda sub's not been around, and yes, it's Mean Phoenix comes out during Phoenix McFury's show, and so I can try to be more nice at my own song. So either I need to start. Oops, Phoenix. First thing you need to do is act like this is a sewing show and that you know how to stitch. Because right now you is not stitching with thread or using your good English. I kind of want to just start over again, but I'm trying to be a little taut around the center so that that the hole stays open, but I flubbed it from the beginning because I stitched from one side to the complete other flap. So we'll just call this our warm-up eyelet. Can Phoenix still sew in circles? All right, this is a disaster. I'm going to puncture a fresh one. So it's not, it's not really good either. So take 2. I have to be careful because sometimes if I'm not, I try to poke my finger through the opposite side of the fabric with the sharp, pointy tips of the shears, and 0 out of 0 stars. Do not recommend. Nope. Not today, Snips. Yeah. Yeah, that just is. Okay, it looks. I'm puncturing. The needle's puncturing fabric, but stitches are not happening. Oh, I wish. Well, she'll be moving in soon enough. She's got to get crate trained because I don't quite have which is going to happen quickly. What the fudge? Let's just take this knot out. Okay. Yeah, homegirl needs to move in off the streets before something bad happens. And then that'll even the numbers. Freya Frufers won't be the only girl, but it'll be funny if. Oh, Phoenix, don't jump ahead of yourself. Oh, fuck. Now that's funny if she's sitting around. So we found a weed whacker that's like a mower, but it's not self-propelling. So it's Yard Boy's been getting a workout, but it's the right tool for the job. Little dude, you think it's time? All right. Oh, you guys like chewed through this packet. Come on, Loki. I want to stand up for a second, so I'll open the concession stand, even though we're not meeting the numbers. They're missing it. Oh, I got Freya Fruiters. Do you want some? Okay, let me get Freya Fruiters a couple. Okay, Freya Fruiters. Oh, so good, Loki. Loki, do you want to do a trick? Can we do our trick? Come on. Don't make us look bad. You're doing so. Come on. Loki. Come on. Loki. So good. Who is a smart, talented little kitty? So handsome. So smart. All right, concession stand is now closed. Oh, somebody doesn't like cats. Okay. Let's get back to stitching. Oh, hey, baby. Hello, Skitty. Hello, Skitty. Oh, she's cute. Yeah, did she hear you guys getting snacks and was like, I'd like some snacks? It was a good day when because in the beginning, she didn't know the sound that sees bowl and is like, that means I get some food. So she's up to 2 squares a day. So things are moving along. Oh, she wants to move in. Cat, you've already moved into my heart. Just hold on. I need to do it tiny. Make sure I'll... Phoenix, are you trying to say kitten proofing? Or just general tidying? Yes. So I'm just going to carefully embiggen that hole so I can carefully stitch open. Okay. Yikes there. Okay. You're trying to be better than the last time you stitched these. So you feel like you're more terrible at it, even though I know logically that's not true. Okay, Okay, retautening everything. We need to be just under enough pressure and good, but not too loosey-goosey. All right, have we found our sweet spot again? Yeah, okay. Okay. Nope. Oh, you know what we could... I feel like sewing eyelets. Maybe... Do I have a scrap, or do we just want to blow into those corded stays that we stitched that need eyelets sewn? Because I'm... maybe we will. Maybe I will be distracted by the new cat. I haven't seen the other little munchkins, but Rocky Road was only around sporadically. I don't know. I hope they found... I hope they're not street cats no more. Oops. Oh, yes. Okay. Some of this stitch... Oh, that looks so... I like stitched myself a rat's nest. Oh, the cat... Oh. Okay. We'll see what's going on out... Well, I can't give you an update of what's going on outside because I don't know. What I do know is all the cats are outside right now. Alright, new hole. Oops, don't stab. 126-year-old wood. 27-year-old wood. Oh, have we... I want to try a corded eyelet because I think that might be nicer for the stays because those eyelets are not just decorative, they're also gonna need to withstand some gentle tension but also friction. just going painfully slow. Because I want the stitches to catch, but also I want to gently nudge the center of the eyelet open with the needle. Because I need that space to be free. I made a hole. It needs to stay a hole. Oh, I don't think William's here anymore. I forgot to ask next time about. Or actually, hey, California, I know you're in the chat. In LA, is the fabric district a different. Explain to me the location proximity of the fabric district versus the fashion district. Are they close? Are they the same? Here, because I don't know that area. In my head, it makes sense that they would be close, but I'm mostly curious because that businesses being cartel fronts in the fashion district, but that's all right. I feel like the backside of this is going to look like a hot disaster. Oh, it feels like a hot disaster. Let's stop before we lose any more than we're already going to. And that's the words. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm stitching like rat tails underneath there. All right, let's start from scratch. Move this out of the way. Practice good techniques, which means we needed to pop the bobbin. We're going to throw needles at our face with safety googles. Safety first. Just broom out cat hair and dust and schmuzz. All right, take 2, bobbin, flowing freely. Engage. Oh, is that somebody's listening to music. Let me know if that's too loud out there. I can tell him to pipe it down. Unless it's just a me thing. All right, let me stab myself another hole. Okay. Oh, well, that numbers. Rumble, you're kind of not making me look good today. All right. Attempt next at Operation Eyelet. I hope I have a scrap from those stays that I can practice stitching an eyelet on before we jump to actual needed garment, because I'm afraid, very afraid that I'm gonna need to practice. Oops, again. Oh, what is it? It's really bad. Why is this so stressful this morning? Oh, Phoenix. Yep. Recalibrated by doing. We'll just move up here and do another line of satin stitches just because. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That would be really funny if I don't. But no, the gate. If Loki, Freya, and Little Man are outside, that means the gate is closed. So either she had to have been in the gate already, or she's not inside the fenced inside her playground. All right, we are doing. We're doing something good. No. I think we just got kicked out of Mr. Singer's sewing studio because of our ineptness at stitching. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so I'd mentioned a while back from the Genesee Country Village and Museum, I'd printed off 2 support garment patterns from Xtance in their collection. The first was the 1795 transitional stays that we stitched up. I still need to sort out the front closure, but absolutely adore how those feel while wearing, the shape that they use in the front, and just support for the shoulder blades and in the back. Love them. I'd also printed off the 1840s pattern and was super excited about that one because based on their is my camera glitching out too. Everything is like pooper dupers. Nothing's touching my video cable. Oh, I did have scissors there. Oh, don't be a bitch. Hello, nobody home. No, nobody home. No, 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 no. come back later. What the shenanigans? Oh. I'm gonna be hissing in a second here. Jeepers creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers creepers. Where'd you get those eyes? Do 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 do. Non sensational confront non no do 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 do. I miss the Muppets. I wonder if my copy of the Fozzie Bear joke book still exists. Somewhere in the hinterlands. Was that for my birthday at Grandma's house? All these old things that just been creeping up into my head hole. Guess it happens when you start being around since dinosaurs roamed the earth. And now Phoenix becomes existential. Watch. It's not going to go over well. Is this a costume shop at a circus, or is this just a shit show? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Gross. This is so bad. I think I need to pop a presser foot on and just sew a couple of like real straight lines, because those were some really bad furry stitches on the back end, which usually means our I'll just really too tight in our tension. Come down on me. You actually have to put your presser foot down when one is attached. No, it's not still. How much you want to bet that it's not going to look good on the back side? The front side looks not the most horrible we've ever seen, but yeah. That is making it look like the bobbin is not around the right way, but let's see here. Alright, let's try that again, because when it looks that furry on the background, sometimes it's because the bobbin thread is not moving around the bobbin the way it's supposed to. Okay, let's just take this back on, make a straight edge, and just stitch a couple straight lines to reassess. So quite possible that when we were skipping the stitches, somehow it came unwound around the bobbin, and we haven't checked that piece. That sounds better. And it looks like it is supposed to. Okay. Checking the bobbin thread for the win. Yeah, okay. Press foot off. Poke another bobbin hole. No, eyelet. Island of Misfit Eyelets. I just stab and circle. Throw stuff over and throw stuff overboard. Alright, circle. Yikes. Wow. That's... The terrible part's about getting better at something. Then my standards go up, and then my patience for poorly done work goes down. But guess that's the way it's supposed to go, isn't it? Alright, 2 rows done. Where's our scrap of filler cord? I want a nice reinforced eyelet. Getting there. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going around my 2 layers that I stitched, plus the little strip of filler cord. Get stuck. There, okay, rotate. Oh, that's... Okay. Yeah, all these things. If I'm rushing or you're angry, it's probably you're probably not going to do your best work. So just take a breath. Chillax. Take a chill pill, dude. Then start stitching. For some reason, I just decided I was going to outline it again with another row of stitches. Actually, let's do 2 just because you can never lose by having more practice at something. Frequently, oh, that's not the crappiest. Not quite the best. Do I? Oops. I do have a scrap because this pair of stays needs an eyelet. It's another cloning channel, I think. All right. Where am I? Can I find? Let's play making some lace trim for a few minutes because the eyelets are kind of frustrating me, and where's that tool that I needed? Where, Phoenix? How can you be the best at sewing and lose your nips? Guess we can use these. I was gonna fold it over with my tool though. Alright, what I'm grumbling about is I was going to use my hem gauge tool as my marker for how to do the pleats for this trim detail, but can't find them, so we'll just carefully use our snips instead. And this one, we're just gonna do it in the same direction and just make even all going in the same direction, unlike the other one that was the box pleat that the folds go in 2 different directions. I'm just using the tip of the nips to hold down the edge of so that our seams, that everything looks nice and even and orderly. Should we be overambitious? We'll just pleat this whole roll up because we've got a whole bunch. We're going to use a whole bunch. These types of trim details take up a fair amount of raw material. feel like my bobbin is not nice again. And I feared correct. Where are you pulling? Clean out your machines, kids. Clean out your machines. You might not follow Big Needle, but do follow good habits of machine maintenance. Actually follow best practices machine maintenance. Yikes. Okay. Oops. Alright, once I get this needle threaded, we'll be back in stitches. Alright, okay. Let's get in there. Okay, there we go. Things. Coming up stitches. So this one, oh, Phoenix, get closer so people can see. This little pleeps. Little pleeps. Because we speak good here. The nice thing about this technique is you only have to remember the pleats only go in one direction, that unlike the box pleats that it's every other. And you have to remember, is this a towards me or is this an away from me? Well, I don't be mad that I got a whole bunch of this and was like, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. And sometimes it's nice to have a supply of materials that you don't know what their best form is going to be. But also, you don't need just enough. Not too much, not too little. Just the right amount. Oh. Speaking from the girly who's probably going to go to the Goodwill tomorrow. Jesus. Phoenix. So your stash. Yikes. It's a good thing this backside's going to be hidden because some of it is not nice at all. Okay. That's looking better when I'm peeking back there. When I fold it, I'm trying very hard to make sure that it's all even, that I'm not shrinking or that the pleats are not accidentally growing inappropriately. And then I'm just going to carry on until I get to the end of this length, or I get irritated. And then we move on to the next project for this morning, because Saturdays we do whatever I sew whatever I want. Tomorrow, clothes. Patchwork perfection. Oh yeah, maybe that's what I'll call tomorrow's show. Patchwork perfection. Because I'm making some pretty good progress for the patchwork tiered iteration. What I do need to stitch some more is Phoenix had the brilliant idea of adding a row of white piping at the demarcation of a new tier section. And of course the bottom tier has like 15 yards. So that takes a lot. I sewed a whole bunch, started attaching it to that longest strip, and ran out, and I was like, all right, we'll take a break for tonight. Hey, creepy Gooby. I know, what do you think if you're not the only girl anymore? You're gonna be a biatch to a little sister, or... are you gonna be glad? I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. Oh no, skady doo. Skady doo, skady doo. It is too early for taps. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's... oh, Phoenix. Why did you have to do that? This ridiculous piece of propaganda. Yeah. It said, no kings, but yas queens. Oh, okay. Like, yeah, maybe not that either. Because I'm not replacing one monarchy. There's no monarchies here. Oligarch technocracy, maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to be good, keep everything nice and well aligned, because if it gets jaggedy, probably on whatever projects I'm going to use this for, there's going to be so much going on you won't notice, but you might notice. In real life, there'll probably be so much going on, you won't pick out like, oh, that one trim is off like 2 millimeters or whatever, but I also don't want to eat up more of the fabric, so I'm trying to stitch close to the edge. I guess I could be closer, but just trying to keep everything nice and consistent. And I'm just using the plate on the bobbin cover plate as my straight edge guide because I would like to try to sew better straight lines. And then just fold, stitch, and repeat. Okay, not too shabby. It always feels like it takes forever, but it does. And the amount that you end up needing to do for a real project is so much. So for wherever this application finds its final form, I thought it would be fun to alternate one of the box pleat ones with a bead of some type or a bedazzled, and then this plain unidirectional pleating as well. Oh, right. I was thinking, because I guess where was I watching? Doesn't matter. That June is one of the challenges or whatever is so fruity. And you can either use a print with a fruit motif in it, or colors that make you think of fruits. And I was contemplating, did I say that this last Wednesday? Whatever. A red and white striped schmata, kind of like berries and cream or candy canes. Both. And I'm toying around with how I want to do the bodice for this first patchwork dress. I don't know. I'm leaning towards trying eyelet or ties with loops, but we'll see when we get there. Okay. Oh, just there we go. Well, it's not too bad, just a little bit longer to stitch. The hard part is from being on the roll, it gets all twisted. I think one of the activities for my project collections management will be to take some good 6-inch, some good sized lengths of cardboard to wind up some of the trims that we've made over the time, because the long strips of things just thrown into a box they're just not, the trim's not protected enough, and it's hard to see how much I have because it's all in a giant loser doozer. And I don't need everything orderly all the time, but I need a little bit more, a little less, yeah. No, not less order. A smidger's less chaos. And in a way that I can see what I have, because Phoenix needs to see and be able to touch stuff. I don't do well with things in enclosed containers that are not see-through. I know, if the landlords paid the lawn people to do the back 40 and the serious, 3 minutes that one person did with a weed whacker that feels like it was done just to be like, oh yeah, we went back there. It was a joke. Complete utter joke. Dove had already whacked more. Ugh. That's alright. Now, tools acquired for back 40 management. And he's been wanting to for a long time. So now I can stop complaining about it and just start working on fixing us a more proper garden. Oh, hello, Rumble. Well, nice of you to switch things up. The first little bit we had YouTube winning the competition. Now Rumble is saying no, we're repping. Thank you all. Thank you to the new subscriber, follower, whatever this platform calls them. And I don't know if they were cleaning out some of the bots that I was having or whatever. Because I gained one and then lost one, so no change. So I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, shucks. But I am here stitching ribbon trim. I'm taking this ribbon, actually it's this bit, and adding a extra, oh, I've got enough. I can actually bring it to the camera so I can show it off. Instead of being all flat, it's got little poofs now. And then I can stitch these little poofs onto other things to make them more pretty. Hello, Freya Fruifers. Do you want some? Yeah. Okay. Don't tell the boys. But you gotta come up and be cute. Yeah, what do you think? Do you want a sister? Would you like a sister? Oh, hey, Loki. I didn't leave snacks. Oh, there you are, Frey Furfers. You do show up on the screen. Yeah, Miss Skady is the only difference between her and there's a subtle but few. Well, when we get there, you can figure it. You can spot the differences, and we can guess: is it Skady or is it Freya? Skady did. I know, and Dove was right. I was wrong. I thought Skady was the ocean one, and she's not. Her husband is the one who is the ocean creature, and Skady is a Jotun, so she is a frost giant from the mountains. I haven't told him he's right yet. I'll save that for later. Hey, Fluff. Hey, King Fluff. Loki, you're so dirty. You're white fluff, just like... I don't... Are you gonna say we need another cat mission? Okay, oh. This back goes from good, terrible, not quite terrible. Ah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's a time to stress in one's work, and there's a time to just No, they're going to be so stressed out about doing it that way. Don't do it that way. Pre-measure and math and calculate all the yards of whatever Phoenix needs for a project. Why would I do that? Told you Skatey's where we get skiing from. Oh, you heard? Oh, he is in the chat. Andy. Oh, damn it. You were right. You were right. You were right. One time where you took the time to be in the chat. Well, I guess that was fortuitous. I'm admitting I was wrong. You were here to accept my feelings. Yikes. You're a silly one. Did you make sure you'd close the fence before you let the big kids out? I'm sure. I think there's only one little dude outside because I know where Freya Froofers and Loki are. Okay. Yeah, stop gloating. Alright, when I get to the end of this section, I think let's see if we can plow through some of these blocks real fast. Because then I need to iron them, and that'll be more stuff prepped for tomorrow's costume shop edition. That will be fine. Ooh. I'm hungry. Do we want to... Oh. Do we want to walk to go get... Never mind. Phoenix, just stop thinking out loud. You think, look at how pretty this is. We're almost done with this. And we can stitch something else. And then we can fire up the iron. We'll go from there. Oh, well, what if I told you that Bloopers is smitten with Skatey? They're nudging noses through the fence. Is there footage of this? I don't believe this until I see this with my own eyes. I don't believe you. I think you're pulling the mittens over my eyes. I was wondering the day that Bloopers decided to go on his 2025 spring walkabout if he was going to come home and Skatey was just going to be like following him in through the fence. You better be taking pictures of this dude. I don't believe you. Na 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 na. All right. I appreciate everybody who's getting some joy out of just listening to my chicanery and not popping into chat. That I do strive to be a show that if you want to chat, you get one experience, but if you're not a chatter, you also can just hang out and have fun. 'Cause Phoenix just wants to have fun. You know, Okay, I'm going to stop there on this strip. There's a little bit left, but there's also these pieces were held together in units by tape, and there's adhesive left. You literally let her in with Baloo's and the roses, and they nudged noses. Oh, they nudged noses under the rose bush. That is like the cutest thing. Oh my god. How can I be... Oh, I... Okay, stop crumping, Phoenix. I'll just sit in here myself with all my fans, and I'll stitch. My cute cats will be outside. Oh, Baloo is... Oh, they nudge noses under the roses. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever heard? I hope she doesn't have any communicable feline afflictions. That would be terrible. Okay, so here's my strip. It's shrunk from the original length. Now it is cute and ready for affixing to whatever projects come next. So I'll just go through, do the box pleats, do these pleats, have pleats here, pleats there, pleats everywhere. Is she moving in tonight? Are we going to scoop her up and just move her in so that she's safe and doesn't get knocked up? I guess you'll find out tomorrow. Oh, my bobbin is fudged up, and I know it was fudged up, and I just didn't. Phoenix, when you know something's wrong, just fix it. Okay, let's readjust this bobbin thread. So all the Okay. Skatey Scoo. Alright, let's try this stitching again. I'm going to just turn it over and stitch from the other side because that first row is so bad. Oh. Now that I'm doing real stitching, I need more tension on the bobbin thread than when we're embroidering, where we want like no extra tension. There we go, Phoenix. Your machine was prepped for one technique, and then you changed it. Now Skatey and Loki are having a little face-off. Don't let them be fighting. Don't scare her. Do you need snacks? Take the snack sack so that they can be bonded in food. Come here and get the snack sack. Go get snacks. Bring them snacks. Bring them together in food. Just run in and grab the snack sack. Getting the play by the kitty cat play-by-play. Dude. Loki will like it better if you give him snacks. He'll like her better if he knows that she's associated with snacks. Feed them. Feed them. No, you don't think we're there yet. We have to be a little bit more patient. Okay. I don't know. Snacks. Loki likes things if there's snacks involved. I think you should get snacks. Just give her snacks. The boys told me that they didn't have enough snacks and they want snacks outside with you. These are just extra 8-inch strips, or 8 strips of 8 blocks that I'm attaching together, because for that bottom tier, I need all of these pieces plus a whole bunch more put together.
No, Loki is a little upset. He just ran in the bedroom with their skin. Her
Aww.
and Baloo are
Yeah.
getting to know each other.
Yeah. So the fence is closed then?
This is cool.
Okay. Well, bring.
Right behind.
Hey, Loki. Well, why don't you bring the kids in for a little bit and we can think about food. Because humans gotta eat too. All right, I just saw her. She's outside of the fenced perimeters. What I didn't bother counting was how many extra blocks I need to stitch to this last section, but it doesn't really matter. And what I've had in a separate pile is a tier with the white piping attached, and then another section where that is pleated down. The tier below that grows in yardage is pleated down so that it fits the bottom, so that things fit. But I can make my maths math. Oh my god, I want Indian buffet really bad. Alright, I said it. Now I'm gonna forget it because I'm stitching right now, not eating. Oh, all the ironing. Iron it right now, do 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 do, on a summer day. Press it right, nice, I say. Press your seams nicer than my. Oh, wrong song, wrong key. Sorry for everybody's ear holes. That was a disaster. Is there a cat still outside? Can you make sure he doesn't go on a walkabout? Because you can't be in here with him out and Skeety like that, David. Oh, and here's the piece I was talking about. We have a very fancy inedible sandwich of pleats pinned down. And the piping that's already attached and the pleat. So I attached the piping all around and then pinned the longer length on top so that I could add little pleats to get it to be the correct length. Now I'm just gonna sew some more pieces. Yeah. Let's add some more to this end. Did I have... No, it doesn't matter. All right. Just gonna pull a piece off this pile and just go for it. And not get caught up in my tools. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. miss the sound. I miss a clock that has a nice clock sound. One of those super great ones that chimes every 15 minutes just 'cause. But what I can do is grab the length that this is supposed to be the same length. Those are your words, Phoenix, to make sure I have stitched enough blocks. Or if I get over ambitious and stitch too many blocks, I'll just unpick that block and problem solved. Because if I tried to count, I'd forget the number, or I'd be saying it out loud to myself like a mantra this whole time, and I'm sure that would get boring after a while. Oh, I can't wait to see how clean the back 40 looks. Get to my blackberry bushes. Yeah, that's fine. I hope everybody's staying safe and having a good weekend, though, because I think maybe it's possible that this boil is starting to burst a little bit, or it's just getting a little leaky, but the forceful removal of the contents is yet to occur. I don't really know. I'm sure at some point I'll stop by Watcher on the Web's channel just to hang out with the boys for Riot Watch. Rumble chat makes me laugh, you guys. I know that there's other girls who stream on Rumble, but there's the places I hang out on Rumble sometimes are more populated by chaps, and they just think all of their chat is boys also. Even though my icon is a girl, I made it easy. Oh, that was funny too. Somebody on X grumbling about the avatar, the rumblers and such. It's like somehow people keep coming in a weird niche. The gamers, all this stuff. And then there's us in the arts and space. I moved out of arts and crafts into entertainment. Should we try a couple weeks? We'll move our show back to the main category of arts and crafts and then to sewing. Yeah, it's been a while. Might as well see if that helps folks find sewing. Actually, maybe it will. All right, I'll do a little bit more research. Oh, okay. Phoenix, stop complaining that you're hungry. That's not nice. Just get to the top of the hour and you can sign off. All right, I think that's going to be my last block. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me at my sewing machine today. It's been great. I got quite a bit done. I'm getting distracted by hearing about all these cute things that cats are doing outside and I can't see. So I'm going to have some in real life experiences. And I'm sticking pencil into my head. All right, everybody, don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today. Don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. And I will be back tomorrow sewing something. All right, I'm going to sign off. No protracted goodbyes. Bye.